Hello guys, this is going to be a Caliban Prime build video. This is one of my first Warframe videos I have on my channel. If I go through anything and if it's wrong, please tell me in the comments. Any tips you have, tell me about it. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I'll answer you. And yeah, this is going to be one of my first. If I get anything wrong, please don't put it. Don't don't be mad at me. It's been a long time since I came back to Warframe, and yeah, I'll go through the build right now. These are the mods, the arcanes. But first, we're gonna start with Caliban's build. Well, Caliban's abilities and passive. His passive allows allies within affinity range gain up to 50% resistance to the types of damage they are currently taking. His first is Razor Gyre. He dashes forward, spinning while hitting enemies and inflicting Tau status effect, which the Tau status effect makes them vulnerable to all other status effects. For each enemy hit, he recovers energy and health and shields. You see down below. You see down below how much shield he regens, how much energy he regens, his status chances, and yeah. His second ability is Sentient Wrath. He smashes the ground, sending out a radial wave of destruction. Those not killed by the initial blast are helplessly raised into the air, where they take amplified damage for a short time. So basically, with this ability, you can change, you can helmet it to Nourish or Roar, and Nourish basically gives your it gives your summons viral, it gives your gun viral, stuff like that, and then Roar just increases the damage of your summons. And then Lethal Progeny, he summons these summons that do different kinds of stuff. We got we got three of them. The only one you should be using, and the only one I use, are the Ortholists, because they go well with the Razor Mortar, which we'll get into in a second, and they spread Tau, and they do a lot of damage. So, and then his fourth is Fusion Strike, which basically is a beam that strips armor and shields from enemies. And yeah, this is very good for stripping armor, as it said in the ability. And you shouldn't helmet this ability. I see people helmeting this ability, but you really shouldn't. But yeah, do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. Let's get on to the actual build. So first, we're gonna go with Summoner's Wrath. It gives you a 75% bonus damage boost for your companions and summons. And then some people use what do they use? They use Corrosive Projection. You don't really need it, cause your fourth already strips armor 100%. So yeah. And then we have Power Drift, which is just plus 15 ability strength and plus 30% chance to resist knockdown. People use, or like I've seen in many builds, they use primed sure-footed, but I don't think it's necessary, because first the companion we'll be getting into helps you, and Caliban Prime's first ability gives you shield and health, and because quickly, and you don't really need prime sure. I see why people use it, right? They use it because once you get knocked down, you're vulnerable to any attack. You can get melted down quick, but that's where our companion comes in. And then and then we got Umbral Intensify, which is plus 44 ability strength. And in this build, you'll be seeing a lot of ability strength, because ability strength first increases the damage our summons will be doing, and is very good for Caliban Prime. Second, we have ability duration, which is increases the length of how long our ability lasts for, which is good for our 3. And then we got the main mod for this build. This mod should be in every Caliban Prime build, or this augment, whatever you want to call it. Razor Mortar. This basically, it's for your first ability. It groups up, and when you use your first, it groups up enemies. While lethal progeny, your third range or like gun summons, focus fire on those enemies with plus 70% electricity damage and fire rate for 6 seconds. So this is also good with Archon Stretch, which is plus 45 ability range, and abilities that deal electricity damage restore plus 2% energy over 5 seconds, which is pretty good. It's also energy regen and ability range. So instead of the normal Archon Stretch, which is plus 45, or the normal Prime Stretch, which is whatever. And then we got Augur Secrets, which this is good because first it does plus 24 ability strength, and 40% energy spent on abilities is converted to shields. This is pretty good for survivability, and basically meaning you don't, because you're gonna be using your first ability, Razor Gyre, all the time, 24/7. Your first and your third you're gonna be using 24/7, which is pretty good. And then we got Transient Fortitude, which is basically ability strength and then minus ability duration, which is fine. And then we got Overextended, which is plus 90% ability range and minus 60% ability strength. But we can negate the negative with the positive, which we have. If you upgrade this mod to max, Blind Rage, which is 99% ability strength and minus 55 ability efficiency. You don't need ability efficiency. Efficiency is just how much energy it costs for you to cast your ability, which you don't really need because your first just keeps on regenerating ability. Keeps on regenerating energy over and over again after hitting so many enemies. And then we got Multi-Efficiency. I like to use this arcane because once your shield is active, which is 24/7, because your Razor Jaw is just taking in shield regen, health regen, stuff like that. You gain 6% ability duration per second, up to 36%, which is pretty good. But you can also switch Multi-Efficiency with Arcane Kamisato, which attacks from your summon minions increase ability strength by 60% on the next ability cast, which is pretty good. But I like to use Multi-Efficiency because it increases how long my summons are on the field for and my ability durations. And then this one's good. I like to use this one because it just increases ability strength. It stacks up to 250 times on kill. So yeah, that's why I use it. If you have a fully upgraded mod build, you would see your strength to be as 277%, range is 235, efficiency is 45, and your duration will be 127.5. Which, yeah, if you fully upgrade the mods. And then we're going to go to our companion, which is the Panzer Volpothyla. On the Panzer Volpothyla, I love to use Martyr Symbiosis, which drains and restores 20% health from corpses within 25 meters, up to 40% of your health. If your health falls below 10%, companion downs itself and heals you. This is good for survivability, and when I was saying when you get knocked down, you have like a 3-second window, and then if you can't use your Razor Gyre or your first ability in time, then you have more time to use it. And then we got Contagious Bond. When your companion kills an enemy, it afflicted enemy inflicted with the status effect. 50% of the status effect spreads to other enemies within 9 meters, max 100 stacks. This is good because the Tau status effect increases vulnerability from other status effects. And the status effect I like to use is viral. Viral is good because it's one of the best status effects, and it's pretty good. That's all I can say. We got Vicious Bond, which is companion melee attacks strip 15% of enemy armor. Enemies recently damaged by ability spread the effect to other enemies in a 9-meter radius. This is good if you don't, if you're 4, you didn't use your 4. You can still use 15% of, well, your companion still can strip armor and stuff like that. And then we got Tech Assault. Has 60% chance to ignore lethal damage and be immune for 4 seconds, which is pretty good. Your Panzervolpilzila won't die. Well, it's hard for it to die, but if it dies, it will come back with Panzer Devolution. But with Tech Assault, it won't die if it's a lethal attack. And then Viral Quills launches 6 quills at enemies within 20 meters, each dealing 60% viral damage with 40% status chance. If the target is affected by viral status, a spore is added. So this is good for spreading viral, good with the Tau status effect. And then we got Sharpened Claws, a vicious attack dealing 30% damage that sunders armor by 120% and rends flesh. This is good. And then Link Redirection increases your shield, so this is just survivability. Pretty good. Panzer De-Evolution devolves into its larval form when down, attacks enemies with quills, dealing 60% damage, 6% viral damage. Each regens true form after 30 seconds. So basically, your Panzervolpilzila won't be down. It technically will be down, but it will turn into a larval form above your head, which keeps on attacking. So yeah. And then we got Duplex Bond. Companion will clone itself each time you expend 100 energy, which is all the time because you're always using your 1 and your 3, and up to 3 clones. Clones live 30 seconds, cannot use abilities. Their kills have a 50% chance of dropping energy orbs, which is also good for energy regen. And then we got Fetch for, yeah, it collects items, mods, whatever. And then we got Panzer Claws, which I like to use Assassin posture. The companion will prioritize Eximus and other high-ranking enemies, since your 1 won't pick up and pull them to you like other normal enemies. So this will basically damage them and prioritize on killing them. And then you will use Bite, which is 330% critical chance and 220% critical damage. Pretty good. And we got Swipe, strikes 4 additional enemies, increases attack range. Call the Weak, plus 60% melee damage per status effect, which is all the time affecting the target, and non-critical hits deal plus 240 damage. This is just for status, plus 50 status damage. I use Venom Teeth and Frost Jaw. It's plus 60% cold, plus 60% toxin, and then plus 60% each status chance, just for viral, just to get viral. I use Precision Conditioning, plus 280% melee damage, converts all, well, if you max it up, it's plus 385 melee damage, converts all physical damage to slash damage. I use this one over the other one because slash is better than the other status effects, and yeah. And then Shock Collar. I use Shock Collar because enemies affected by electricity, your 3rd will attack, and every enemy that is inflicted by electricity, you get energy regen by 2 from our Archon stretch. And yeah. And then for our weapons, you can use whatever weapons you want. I use Exceltra Prime because that's the only good weapon I have other than the Braton Prime. So yeah, for this Exceltra Prime build, I don't have one of these, but I'll at the end of showcasing these, I'll tell you what I would put here. First we have Serration. which is plus damage, always good.
I didn't get that. Could you try
Oh,
again?
my Siri just went off for no reason. That's kind of weird. And then we got critical delay. It's plus 200 critical chance, and then minus 20% fire rate, which we have vial acceleration for. So it's just evens it out. It's not even evens it out. It's just overpowered, basically. And then this is for critical chances for fire rate. We got vital sense for critical damage, 120. We got heavy caliber. If you upgrade it to max, you get plus 165 damage and minus 55 accuracy. You got cryo rounds. The reason you don't see any other status effect other than cryo, and I'm still getting viral, is because if you have a good Revan that already gives you like a toxin or cold, you can use that and get viral. But if you have a Revan, use it. If it's good, use it. Yeah, and then we got galvanized chamber, which is plus 80% multi-hit, whatever, on kill, and then on kill it's plus 30. It stacks up to 5 times for 20 seconds, which is pretty good, pretty good. And then if you for this mod, I would use what's it called, the supply mod. I forgot. Oh, Vigilant Supplies. Yes, this converts your secondary ammo into primary ammo. I think it's by 50%, which is pretty good. Yeah, and then Primary Merciless on kill. If you upgrade it to max, on kill it's plus 30% damage for 4 seconds. Stacks up to 12 times, plus 30% reload speed. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. For the secondary, you can use any primer. I use the Epitaph. I don't really have a good build for the Epitaph right now because I still have to put more form on it to get more mods on it and stuff like that. But you can use any primer or any weapon you want, which is your favorite, stuff like that. And then for the melee weapon, you can do whatever melee. I use this one because my friend, he gifted it to me, and I like using it because it's pretty strong. And yeah, that'll be the end of the mod build. Let's go and showcase it a little bit. Let's go into
I claim this sector for the old blood.
let's go and show it off.
The multitude of creatures you
Let's show it off.
would cry out in thanks.
So just if you guys want to give me any tips, put in the comments, any questions in the comments, stuff like that. So, oh yes, one more thing. For the Archon shards, you can use 2 blues and 3 reds, or the 2 blues being plus 75 energy max, just to give more energy in this build, and plus 15% ability strength for the Tau Forge red. Or you can use 5 Tau Forge reds and just go all in on ability strength. You can do whatever you want, whatever you like. So first, let's I'll show you the thing. Okay, let's go higher. No. So basically, this pulls them all together. Wait, do I have the build on? I do. So why didn't that work? Oh, how am I hearing it? Do these enemies not get affected? That's crazy. But that was a bad example. But here, I'll just switch. Oh, what just happened? I'm gonna switch to another enemy, or we can go into a game. We can show it off in a game. Oh, here, I have to kill the enemies. I'll just show it off here. And yeah. I think it's not. Oh, maybe it's because it's paused. Oh, Was it high? Oh, first we gotta kill him. Okay. So basically they're moving now. They're shooting me. And then you do this to drag them in. Oh, and I fell off. Well, this is not a good example anymore, because I'm just falling off. So let's just go into a game. Let's go into a game. This build, it's pretty strong in Steel Path. I use it 24/7 in Steel Path. You can do whatever you want. Let's go into a high junction. We can do survivability. Let's do a fisher. Yeah. So if you're doing a fisher, avoid fisher. Always go public. But for educational purposes, I just want to get a high enemy level. I'm just gonna do avoid fisher because I don't have most of Steel Path unlocked right now, which I'm grinding to do. I'm trying to get more credits, more endo, upgrade my mods, do the Plague Star event right now for Forma and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll showcase the build right now.
To truly master the canvas of war.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
The
Orican Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
So basically your one pulls enemies.
Look out for
Boom. And it regens your health and your energy. See it bottom right? And then you summon these guys in. See it? And then I regen. And then, though once you gather them up, they go into turret mode, which fire and do a lot of damage. It's a lot, like a shit ton. See? And then your Panzer Rupeltile will just be there, spreading the Tau status effect. And yeah, you can spam this ability. See how I got knocked down? I'm still good. I don't need Prime Sure-Footed. That's why I don't use it. For those builds that use it, you can use it if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. And then for your second ability, makes them vulnerable. Was that my second? Makes them vulnerable, spreads Tau, which is pretty good. Yeah, and see how they have armor? Well, that guy's not a good example. These guys are not a good example. Yeah, see this guy has armor? Just do that. And his armor is fully gone. Now he's vulnerable. Now yeah. Spam your 1. Spam your 3 to get your guys in. And then just go ham. Go crazy, go crazy. Yeah. That's all it is. And you don't need your second. The second is just there to like spread, but I don't really have a good build right now. Yeah, you press 1, just go through, destroy. You can do whatever you want. But it's all in favorability. If you like just going through enemies and destroying, use this build. If you want more of a gunplay, you could use another build. But this build prioritizes on your abilities. So you rarely have to use your melee or your primary, your secondary, your melee and stuff like that. And you barely have to rely on, oh, where's my energy? You can just spam your thing and then spam your 1 and you just get energy back. Yeah. The Simulists. Yeah, the Simulist is for distraction most of the time, which is pretty good, but you don't really need it because you don't need to distract anything. You can, even if you get hit and your armor gets destroyed, just press your 1 and your armor just comes back fully. Here, I'll just get hit right now if I can. Okay. I need my summons to despawn. But if I get hit hard and all my shield goes away, like there, I can just press my 1 and everything comes back. Also, I'll show you what happens if my armor or my shield like depletes and I don't have time to press my 1. Okay. Okay. Well, it's gonna take time because yeah. Now, see, my Panzer goes down to 1. I get vulnerability for more, and I have more time to press my 1. I wonder. Here, I'm gonna test it right now. I wonder what happens if you keep on.
Those oculists are scanning the targets.
Keep on. Oh wow. Yeah. So you do die. Because I saw a video where in the larval form, it said it still can give you like invulnerability. But no, that was a myth. I think either it was a long time ago, like a video I watched a long time ago, or they patched or something recently. I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, this build is all ability casting. Well, not ability casting, just casting your abilities and going through enemies and destroying them. So you need to have your 3 all the time, and you can spam your 1 all the time. But make sure when spamming your 1, there are abilities, or I mean not abilities, there are enemies around you that you can kill. Because if you spam it with no enemies around, you're just gonna deplete your energy. That's pretty good, yeah. And is that it? Is that all? Yeah, I went through Panzer. Yeah, I think that's all. So, that's going to be all for this build. If you have any questions, comment down below. If I made a mistake, or like explained something wrong, please correct me in the comments. And yeah, if there are any questions, put it down below. Any tips, anything, I will answer to your comment. I will comment back. And yeah, thank you for watching my Caliban Prime build. See you in the next video.